Hello guys, welcome to our class. So for today we're going to be looking at properties of wave. We started introduction to wave. We've looked at stationary waves. We've also solved some problems, and we've solved some problems on the progressive wave equations, right? So for us to conclude or conclude this discussion on waves, we'll look at properties of waves. All right, so some properties of waves are what we're just going to discuss in this particular class. All right, so this is Normal Science Tutors Online, and I remain your physics tutor. My name is Tutor Michael, and please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, YouTube will notify you. Okay, so if you are ready for our class for today, please let's just go straight to the class. You are welcome. Okay, so what are some of the properties of waves? Okay, so we have discussed wave extensively. So if you look at wave very well, you see that waves sometimes behave like light rays. Okay, so some of the properties that are applicable to light rays are also applicable to wave motion. Okay, so some of the properties of waves are waves undergo reflection, they also undergo refraction, they undergo diffraction, and also interference. So basically, these are the properties of wave. So reflection of wave, just like light rays, wave can be reflected on a plane surface when a wave encounters a plane or curved obstacle, forcing it to bounce back into the same medium. So just like light rays are reflected, okay, just like light rays are reflected, that is how waves are also reflected. The same thing happens to refraction of waves. It also occurs. So this occurs when a wave direction of propagation changes when the wave enters a different medium. This is what also happens to light rays. When light rays travel from one medium to another, they are refracted. So it is the same thing that also happens to um, wave motion. All right. Then diffraction is the spreading out of waves when they pass through a narrow or small opening. Okay, so when waves passes through a narrow or small opening, they are diffracted. They are diffracted. So properties of wave continue. We have interference of wave. Interference of wave occur when two waves of the same frequency, amplitude, and wavelength are traveling in the same direction in a medium are superimposed or they overlap. So this is overlapping of wave, and there are two types of overlap or overlap or interference. Okay, so we have constructive and destructive interference. So constructive interference is when two waves interface in the same phase. Okay, so like this one, you see you have crest to crest and trough to trough. So this type of interference is known as constructive interference. So yeah, they interfere in the same phase or they overlap in the same phase. Then destructive interference, when the two interfering waves are out of phase. Okay, so like here now you have these two waves, are out of phase. You have a crest here, then you have a trough here, you have a crest here. So they are not in the same phase. Okay, they are not in the same phase. So in this case, you have a trough on a crest and a crest on a trough. So this type of interference is known as destructive interference. While when you have crest to crest or trough to trough, is known as constructive interference. Alright, so these are some of the properties of wave. And a wave is said to be plane polarized if its vibration occur only in one plane. This plane is known as plane of polarization. Okay, so this just talk about polarization of wave. Okay, so these are basically the properties of waves, and just take note of them. All right, so thank you so much. I think this class, this lecture is a short one, and I think this is where I want to stop it. Thank you for your time. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, YouTube will notify you. Thank you for being with us. Please give us a thumbs up. I will also encourage you to read your books, and if you already know the topic that you want to view, you can just open your book so that you can also follow along. Is that okay? We will continue to do our best to bring very um, well enriched lectures to your very doorsteps. All right, so please, you can reach us through the WhatsApp number that is showing your screen. If you have any challenge, please call on us. You can put your question on the WhatsApp chat, then we'll look at it together and then provide solution to your questions and to your problems. I will also recommend to you to try and get LAMLAT physics. Then also have some other textbooks that can help to boost your understanding. Okay, because physics has very little theory, it's just all about calculations. So you need the right books that will help you. Okay, so I'll thank you so much. I'll see you in our next class. Thanks for your time.